What is up, beautiful people? And welcome back to Unapologetically Mercy. Today in this video, I will just tell you about 5 things that I have learned after reading this self-love experiment book by Shannon Kaiser. So if you're interested and you want to learn more, stay tuned. That I have learned from reading this book is how important it is to be kind and nice to yourself, and how I need to do that for myself personally. It's definitely not as bad as it used to be, especially since I have been reading more self and development books. I have gone to therapy. I have, done journal prompts and just been doing healing and, waking and just spiritually awakening. So it's not like it used to be, but, it's definitely still there. We're making progress, but, ain't perfect. I feel like it's important to be kind and nice to yourself, because I feel like we can put a lot of pressure on ourselves when it comes to changing or different goals that we might have set for ourselves. And if we don't achieve that goal in the certain time period that we want to achieve that goal, or we didn't handle a certain situation the way that we think that we should have, we can easily beat ourselves up. We can easily go to negative self-talk, and negative self-talk is not going to help us better ourselves, and it's not going to help us release that limiting belief, release that negative toxic habit that we're still doing, that we are trying to release, that we have become aware of. Another thing that I feel like I have learned is how I need to forgive myself. Forgive myself for not taking care of myself the way that I should be, like should be working out or eating healthier, as well as forgiving myself or forgiving others if they have hurt me or have rejected me in any way. Because if I continue to hold on to that feeling, me not taking care of myself or people hurting me, that might limit me from trying new things, because I'm afraid of being rejected when it comes to relationships or new friends or whatever the case might be. Or I might feel like I should be working out, and I might do one day of working out, and then I'll get bad on myself, or I'll start to get into negative self-talk and not want to do anything at all. And then I'm still in the pain, and I still haven't really, I'm still out of shape, So being able to start to forgive yourself and forgive other people, and just release that control that they might have over you in that certain area of life, will just help you elevate and excel to, the higher and better self that you are, achieving to become. And you first have to forgive them in order to allow the new people in, so you can receive your blessings. And when I say I'm forgiving people from hurting me, this does not mean I'm forgetting what they have done. This is me accepting what has happened and how that has made me feel. And I just no longer want to feel stuck in or stagnant in that energy of not believing that I can achieve love, not believing that I can be a successful business owner, or that I can't do that because someone said I can't do that, or someone didn't love me the way that I need them to love me, whether it was a friend or a family member, because they have their own traumas and things that they might not want to deal with or heal with. So you have to forgive them, knowing that they have their issues, their problems, their growth that they're going on, So sometimes when they do reject us or ignore us, it's 9 times out of 10 not to be taken personal. It is just how they are reacting, responding to a wound, trauma that they have not healed or, dealt with, that is being brought to their attention. The 4th thing that I have learned from this book is how our fears and our traumas stem from childhood. Like in the book, she talks about her personal experience with her upbringing with her mom and her dad, and how she had like an addiction to like sweets, but she would like hide in her closet to eat the candy, because I believe it was her mom that did not like sugar and did not want her to eat sugar, and she felt like she wasn't loved if she was eating or craving sugar. But she felt like her and her dad were bonding more, or they could be more relatable when if they were enjoying, a chocolate bar or something together. I hope that makes sense and it's going off of the storyline. But in general, when we are growing up, our parents are growing up too, so they might not love us the way that we might need to be loved, or they might not know how to love us the way that we need to be loved, because our love language or whatnot might be different than theirs, and they're just so used to doing their thing that they don't know how to help you or how to love you in that way that you need. And if we are neglected in a certain way back in our childhood, that is going to translate into our relationships as adults. So if we don't heal or forgive our parents and release that limiting belief towards relationships or love or being loved that stems from childhood, then we might be blocking the person that is truly for us and the vibration and the energy that we are trying to go towards or trying to receive. I hope that makes sense. And last but not least, I have learned that I am enough today as I am. Regardless of if I have achieved a win or not, I am still enough today. I am enough if I am still negatively self-talking to myself, if I am self-sabotaging myself, I am still enough. As I am going through my self-love process, my spiritual awakening process, I am still enough. I am enough if I have set goals for myself and I have not achieved them. I am still enough today. I am so worthy and deserving of the life that I have and shall have. I am enough today. Regardless of the accomplishments that I have made or not, I am still enough today. And I feel like that is a very important affirmation that people should incorporate into their everyday life, because every day is not going to be the way that we want it to be. Every situation is not going to go the way that we want it to be. Growth, changing, evolving does not go the way that you want it to be. And it's not easy. It's very hard, and it's then there's a lot of heaviness and intensity sometimes when it comes to developing yourself and improving yourself. And sometimes it's just very important to say, I am enough today, even if I achieve something off of my to-do list, or if I decide to do nothing and just relax. Just saying that and accepting for who you are today, is just accepting yourself for who you are and where you are, is a great part of self-awareness and self-evaluation, so that you can become more accountable or more aware of the things that you're doing or not doing and how you want to proceed and move forward with that. You are enough. And then if you have watched my last book review video on Let Your Fears Make You Fierce, I will leave it up here so you can check that out. She also had different phrases or mantras that she had listed throughout the book, and I decided to write those on sticky notes as well. And yes, it's still it's a thick stack too, and I'm not going to read them today. Okay, I won't read one, but these are just her different mantras or different phrases that I feel are very important as you are going through your self-love experiment journey, whether it's a specific area of your life that you're trying to work on and try new things on, or if it's the whole thing that you're trying to improve on. These different mantras and different questions that she asks. And she also has a letter in the back of the book for yourself. So I'm gonna pick one and then we're gonna go out here. So I'm just gonna read the first one. Self-respect means coming from your power, not your weakness. Okay, I lied, one more. One guided action step at a time creates monumental results. That's true. Small wins make up that big win, and it makes it all worth it, I'm telling you. So that's all that I have for you guys today on 5 things I have learned from reading Self-Love Experiment by Shannon Kaiser. And if you are interested in wanting to read this book, I will leave a link in the description below so you can go ahead and purchase this book yourself and add this to your self-development, personal development book collection like I have. And Stay tuned for another book review video. Stay tuned to more videos on Unapologetically Mercy, okay? Until next time, you guys stay blessed and peace, one love, and high vibrations, okay? Peace. Continue to be beautiful. You are enough today. Don't what anybody else say.